we do to get each other in the mood?
Ooh, y'all like it juicy, don't you?
It's getting hot. Just like, is it getting hot or is it me or is it getting hot? I think it's getting hot in here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tori.
And I'm Travis.
And today we're going to be answering all your juicy questions.
Yep. Now you guys hit us up and you guys were just asking a bunch of questions and we want to know all the dirt about you guys.
All dirt.
So we say, you know what? We're going to open this up to you guys. And so we actually put out a post and said, hey, what do you guys want to know?
And nothing's off limits.
Nothing's
we
off
told
limits.
you guys nothing's off limits. So we're going to try to answer every single question with the utmost honesty, 100% with you guys. And yeah, you want to get started?
Let's get started, yeah.
Okay, so the first question, just a simple one, nothing too crazy, was just how we met. I know we tell this story so many times, but for all the new people out there and the people just joining us, welcome to Tori and Travis.
Yeah, but y'all actually might be surprised how we met.
Yeah.
So you would think, you know what I mean, probably, oh, blind date, a friend set you guys up because you guys just seem so perfect for each other, right? Right? I mean, that's what I would think.
Yeah,
but,
like build it up.
Yeah.
No, we met on Tinder.
Yeah,
it was like your first day on there, right?
It was like, yeah, my first day on there.
Yeah, and I had been on there for,
It's good.
I don't know, like
putting in work on Tinder, I guess.
it was like a second job. No, I had been on there for a long time and I was actually about to get off. So I was going to delete it like the same day. I said, you know what? I've been on this thing for forever. I met so many guys. That sounds really bad.
Keep going.
I met so many guys and like none of them are working and it's just like I'm so over it. So I was gonna delete it that day, and then I came across this guy.
Of course, she's like, "Whoa, what's going on here? What's up with this guy?"
I did, and I was like, "Well, I could stay a little longer, I guess." Because I think, did I message you or you messaged me?
I think I liked you, and then you messaged me.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then it just one thing led to another, and then we had each other's phone numbers, and then we went out. So we actually had our first date on New Year's Eve. So that's how we met. We met on Tinder.
We met on Tinder, and it was just amazing. And you guys want to know if it was love at first sight? It absolutely was. The very first time we laid eyes on each other in person, I was just like, that's gonna be my husband, 100%. Like I knew it right away.
I didn't know. I was just like, Tinder's crazy. I was still like in the Tinder high. Like I didn't know what to expect, but she knew, I didn't. But eventually, obviously, I did know.
Yeah.
And here we are today.
Yeah, and we fell in love very, very quickly. I don't know if you guys know this or not. Maybe you do. But I moved in with Travis, and after like the first week of knowing him, I moved in with him, which is a little scary to even think about. But I just knew, like well, he didn't know, but like I knew, and I loved him after like a week. And it was crazy. But anyway, fast forward to how many years later? We're riding till the wheels fall off, baby.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, and here we are 2 years later. And
2 years later, yeah.
Married, kid, house, YouTube.
I know, it's all crazy.
It's been crazy. So another question you guys had for us is, what challenges did you guys face in the beginning of your relationship as an interracial couple? What challenges did we face? That's a very, very good question.
Well, my skin is one color and your skin's another. So
you know, we didn't really face too many challenges. We live in Austin, so it's a very accepting city as far as, you know what I mean, interracial dating, and it's very accepting here. Now we actually still do get like, you know, we get stares almost every time we go out, pretty much. People like, I don't know if they're staring because we're different or just because
they're just staring because we're just a hot couple.
Exactly, because they're thinking like, wow, that's a good looking couple.
Yeah.
Or because they're like, whoa, like an interracial couple, right?
Yeah. I think the worst I've seen was someone calling Travis my slave master.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's like the worst comment I've seen. Another question you guys had for us was, what is one thing that attracts us to one another? Now, does it really have to be one thing? Because I have like 1,000 things that attracts me to Travis.
So come on, baby, give it to me.
But if I had to just choose one thing, let me think. Well, I'm not gonna go physical because if I go physical, it may not be allowed on YouTube. But I'm gonna go. Honestly, Travis, I think that your heart. I do. I think it's your heart. I think he has a really good heart, and I think that like. That to me is super important, and I think that's one of the things, like when I first met you, that attracted me to you, was that you had a good heart. Like I knew you had a good heart. And I was just like, sold. Handsome, smart, whatever. He's got a good heart. I mean, what more can you ask for?
I'll take it. So one thing that attracts me to Tori is, like I said, there's a laundry list of things that I can list about her that I just...
Laundry list?
There's like a long there's a long list of things that attract me to you, but I'm gonna go in the present. So like, in right now, and it actually goes back to how I originally, what originally attracts me to you, which is almost the same thing as your heart, but just how you love winter. Like, and how you become such a good mom to winter. It just attracts me because it lets me know how great of a person I thought you were when I first met you, right? You're just so kind, you're so lovable, you're so gentle, and you can actually pretend to be that, but just seeing you, do that with winter, it just reminds me, and it just lets me know every day just like how special and how great of a human person that you really are, and how huge of a heart you have, and just how hard you love and how much you love. So, just seeing the way you love her, and it just confirms the way you've loved me, is like, you just love me so much, and you just love me with such an open heart that it just confirms everything that I've ever thought about you. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Are we still finding time for each other after winter? Now that's a tough question.
It's tough.
Well, it's a tough question because, as anybody knows who's had a child, it's hard to find time for each other after you've had a child, because a child is just so demanding, right?
Yeah.
It takes up so much of your time. So how do we find time, and do we find time for each other after having a baby?
Yes. So
It's very important.
Well, it was a little bit difficult. It was tricky in the begining, coming home from the hospital, just because I had a C-section, for those who may or may not know. And so I was like, I was in so much pain when I got home. I was in incredible pain. And obviously when you're in a lot of pain, you just like, ugh, you don't even want any intimacy, honestly. It's like, get away from me.
She said the thought of your, what, is like right now.
Or anything, just any kind of intimacy.
Like,
you're just like, you feel like ugly, you feel like hormonal. It's just like, ugh, get away. But over time, like I start feeling better and everything started, healing up, and I was just like, ooh, like I was like really frisky.
And then her drive came back, and it was like a switch. It was like, it actually wasn't long. It was probably about 3 weeks.
3 or 4, yeah. And we were just like, by that time, I was dying. I was just like, okay, we have to do something. But over time,
and by that time, she was like starting to take care of me a little bit.
Yeah.
If y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, I was just making sure he was good.
I was just sitting back like chilling.
But yeah, so over time, things start healing back up, and so I was like, okay, like let's try this. 6 weeks passed, and it was very, very, very hard. 6 weeks was the longest 6 weeks I think of your life and my life too. But we started to be a little bit more intimate, and we had to wait till winter. Obviously, we had to wait. We could get some sort of moment, because it felt like she was always awake. It's like it felt like she never slept, which is really weird.
And even right now, guys, like she is like she's like the inspector. Like we're like, okay, Winter's asleep, let's go. And then she was sleeping, all of a sudden she like knows mommy and daddy are about to like, you know what I mean, start kissing, and all of a sudden she's just like, bing, show up in like one eye.
It's so crazy. Like we will put her down to sleep, and we'll be like, okay, great, she's sleeping, she's great, and we'll proceed to do whatever we want to do, and then in like 5 minutes she'll be awake. So I would say we're definitely finding a lot of time for each other now. Where in the beginning, not really.
It's getting easier.
Yeah, it's getting easier now to do it. But we're having a lot of mommy and daddy time, as we call it. So we're doing really well, right?
We are.
You're pretty satisfied?
We are.
So be honest, guys, honesty is what you're gonna get here on Travis and Tori. And the next question you guys have is, what do we do to get each other in the mood?
Ooh, y'all like it juicy, don't you?
Well, okay. I'm gonna let you answer that one.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of things we do, right? So, to stay in the mood, right? We'll send each other, flirty text messages throughout the day.
To stay in the mood or to get in the mood?
To stay in the mood.
To stay, because we never leave.
Because we never leave the mood, yeah. And then to get in the mood, really all Tori has to do is really just walk out and like pretty much some kind of shorts. I mean, she's really gonna walk out anything, right? But we just kind of flirt with each other, right?
We do.
And we kind of build on it, and we just kind of we just build on it throughout the day, right?
We do, yeah.
So Tori, like she'll like to like twerk in front of me and stuff like that. She'll like shake her butt, and I'm just like, ooh, what's up, girl? You know what I mean?
Telling all my business. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real, right?
That's what we said we would do.
Yeah. So she'll just like, you know what I mean? She'll come out.
I'm
and
embarrassed.
She'll like twerk. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking like stripper pole twerk, but you know what I mean? She'll twerk.
That's an idea.
Yeah, she'll twerk it for me, and I'm like, oh, what's up? You know what I mean?
Oh gosh.
And then, you know, I just like grab her butt a little bit, and we just kind of flirt, right? We just kind of just be sexual flirts, you know, real, you know, we'll kiss each other, you know, just text messages, we're not around.
Yeah. And
just kind of let each other know, like, hey, look, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want you when I get home, you know what I mean? Or, you know, once winter's down, like, it's on, right? And man, I mean, that's pretty much like that's like the catalyst for like, you know, boom, getting into the dirty. Yeah,
that's true. I would say that's 100% true. We never really get out of the mood. I think we're always in it, whether by accident or not. I think we're just always in the mood. We never get out of it. But I'd say probably like, yeah, there's definitely flirtation.
Yeah.
Travis will, or sometimes she'll just come up and just like start kissing on me, and it's like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'll like,
it's really simple stuff. It's nothing like.
I love grabbing her butt, right? And I was coming behind her, and I'll like grab her butt, and I'll be like, "What's up, girl?" You know what I mean? and like she's like, "Oh, you want some, daddy?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Do I say that?
That's what you say, yeah.
It's getting hot. Just like, is it getting hot, or is it me, or is it getting hot? I think it's getting hot in here. I'm a little hot.
It already was hot.
Okay, guys. So speaking of winter,
we have a special
Here
guest.
she is. Somebody woke up. So you know how we were telling you guys earlier about her popping up? Well, here she is. Say hi, everybody.
Say hi.
So the next question you guys had for us was, is Travis as nice behind the camera as he is in front of it? That's actually an interesting question.
That's a very good question. That is a good question.
He is a very, I tell you all the time, I think Travis is such a nice guy. I do. I think you're a really nice guy. So I'm going to say yes. Exactly how you see him in all of the videos, that's exactly how he is behind the camera.
It's kind of my weakness a little bit. Sometimes I wish I was like a little bit more meaner.
No, you're Mr. Nice Guy.
Not to you, just, you know what I mean, in general.
You're bad when you need to be.
Good answer.
But he is definitely the same. I mean, there is no difference. We're who we are.
That is true.
Behind the camera as we are in the front of the camera. Like, we're just who we are. And yeah, so I'm gonna say yes.
I like it.
There's no fakeness about us. We're just two old, boring people who you guys like to watch. So thank you very much.
Okay, so that brings us to our next question. How long before Winter has another baby sibling?
Interesting. So I'm gonna say, I don't know. We want to wait a little bit. I mean, I could be pregnant now. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I really could be.
You really could be pregnant, yeah.
But we want to wait a little bit. We want to wait till she gets at least 1 or 2 years old, maybe 2 or 3.
But who knows?
Maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. Who knows?
It could be 6 months, guys. We don't know.
I mean, we don't want one right away. We want some time to kind of spend winter before we dive into the next kid. But I'm gonna say probably, if I just had to guess, I would think probably when she's like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
That'd be more reasonable. I think that'd be reasonable.
Yeah. But you know, anything can happen at any time.
Anything can happen.
You know, we just don't know. But if we plan it a couple years, 2, 3, 4 years, we're gonna wait.
But I'm totally excited to like make another child and create another being, especially one that looks like Winter. But I want a boy. I want a boy.
I was gonna say that was the next question.
I have to get my boy.
Yes. Do you want a boy or girl? Because I know you probably are wondering. But we probably want a boy because Tori really wants a boy. I wanted a girl. I got my girl. So.
Yeah. So now I want a boy.
Yeah, so hopefully
and then we'll be complete, and then there will be like probably no more kids.
No more kids.
I don't know. Who knows? We're gonna always keep that avenue. We're always gonna keep that open.
Yep.
You know, because I do want my 10 kids. I keep telling Travis,
we ain't having
I want my 10 kids.
That ain't happening, sweet baby. That is not.
You don't want to have 10 kids? You're supposed to go out and multiply and make. See, I want 10 kids because
we did.
I think having a big family is just, I don't know. I think it's great. But we'll stick to 2.
And she also said she wanted to have a kid right after the first kid, and now she's like, oh, we need to wait. So
true. My mind changes every day. It could be 20 kids tomorrow. So the next question that you guys had for us is actually a question for you, Travis. They want to know, do you prefer me in wigs or my natural hair?
Easy.
Easy.
Natural hair.
Natural hair. Okay.
Natural hair for sure. There's even no like, what about this? Natural hair. Period.
Natural hair.
Yeah, natural hair.
Why is that?
Just because you look beautiful. Like I can see your face. I just like seeing your natural hair. I like playing with it. I like I like how you look. You just look great. So I prefer. First time I saw you with it, it just like kind of blew me away, and it's just I love it. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Natural for sure.
I know I like the wigs, but he likes me in natural hair. I do try to have my natural hair as much as possible though, because I know you really prefer me in that. So.
I do.
All right. So how tall are we? I am 5'3.5" ish.
And I am 5'11".
5'11".
5'11", yeah.
I know in pictures, guys, he's like so much taller than me. So I'm just like, I feel like a little midget. But
yeah.
I'm 5'3". I wish I was taller. I've always wished I was taller.
I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I am
Which
a baller,
goes to
by
the next question of, do we have any insecurities about ourselves? Now, I'm going to say mine. For sure, I'm gonna give two big ones that I can think of. It used to be my ears, right? I have really, really small ears, guys. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna show my ears. I don't know if you can see. We have to zoom the camera in, but I have really tiny ears. I really, really, really don't like my ears, which is why I always wear my hair down. And then also, lately, it's kind of been my stomach. That's a new insecurity of mine, but I think that that's gonna go away with time. You know, I just had a C-section not even 4 months ago, so my stomach is still healing, and that's kind of been like a little bit of like an insecurity for me, and like the clothes that I wear and stuff like that. But what?
No, I'm listening.
So that's my new insecurity, but it used to be my ears. Now it just moved on to now it's like my stomach, because I have like stretch marks and other things, and I know that that's normal with childbirth and everything, but you know, I'm still a human being, and I guess I'm shallow, but it's just like,
you're still beautiful. But it's your thing, you know what I mean? Like I know how important it is to you. So I try and just encourage you as much as possible in that. At a physical, I would say like I feel like I'm kind of skinny a little bit. So I feel like So I feel like I would like to be like a little bit more like bigger, right? I know it's random.
Like at the Hulk?
No, not the Hulk, whatever. But I'm like 175, so. Just a little, like 185 would be good. You know what I mean?
So you want to gain weight?
A little bit of weight.
I wish I had your problem. I want to lose weight. You want to gain it.
And then, like my hair, like I like my hair like a certain way. So if my hair is not like a certain way, then it just like it's a big insecurity, like pet peeve of mine. So.
All right. So the next question you guys have for us was, do we have arguments? Of course. We're a couple.
We're normal, y'all.
People.
Yeah, we are normal.
It's so funny because I remember someone saying like, "Oh my gosh, Travis and Tori are so perfect, and they probably never fight and argue." And it's just like, yeah, we do. We argue sometimes about really dumb stuff, but I think that like we handle it pretty well. We don't have like shouting matches or, you know, any of that sort of thing. We're pretty respectful to each other, but yeah, we definitely argue.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're normal.
We have disagreements.
Yeah, disagreements. Yeah, for sure. You know, but we are, you know, we're a couple, so we have disagreements. We don't see eye to eye on things, but we always talk through it. And one thing we never do is we never go to bed upset or mad.
That's a big thing for me. I've always told Travis, like, I hope we never ever go to bed upset. Like if we don't like 100% work it out before bed, we have to at least be like cordial, like come to some sort of like agreement.
And we've got to that point where she's like, hey, look, we're not seeing eye to eye, but I don't want to go to bed mad, so let's just squash this. And then, you know what I mean? So that's one thing we never really do is go to bed upset.
All right, guys. So that was all the questions that actually you guys had a lot of questions, but we can only answer so many because we don't want the video to be
4 hours
5 hours long. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for all your questions. And Winter, you have anything you want to say? She's just gnawing on our hand, guys. We think she's already teething.
Yeah, we think some teeth are coming through.
You want to say anything to them?
Nope.
You want to say anything to them, Winter?
What are you want to say? Bye-byes?
Say bye.
If you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to our videos. If you guys don't know, Winter has her own channels.
She does.
Her own channel, I should say. And if you guys haven't went over there and subscribed to her, go check her out. It's called Winter Borcharding.
Yep, it's just her first and last name.
It'll be in our description below in the video. And check her out because we post probably once a week. Just cute little videos of her doing random things. And so you'll catch a lot of her on her channel, things on her channel that we don't put on here. So just thanks, guys. Hopefully we answered a lot of your questions. There was some we didn't get to. If we didn't get to them, we're sorry. We'll hopefully get to them at some point. But for now, I think that's all we got, right?
That's all we got.
Yeah.
I think we. Oh, she's drooling all over me.
Like we have to keep a bib on her most of the day because she drools.
We're like
everywhere.
her human bibs.
Yeah.
We just, I'm like, I don't even wear anything nice anymore because I'm like, she's just gonna drool all over it. What's the point? It's just, being a mommy. It's just so interesting.
Yeah, and she doesn't suck her thumb, which we're very thankful for. She like chews the side of her hand. So.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, so see, there she is, just like that. Yeah, no thumb, it's just the side of her hand.
Is that good? Does it taste good?
Yeah, see, baby.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.